missed. Those stories and more coming up in just a moment. But first, here's meteorologist Jeremy Eisensoff with a first look at your forecast. Good morning, Jeremy.
Hey, Dia. Good morning, everybody. We're not looking at the fog as what we were dealing with yesterday, so that's definitely good news for you travelers this morning. But we are going to be dealing with some showers and storms as we head into the afternoon. Check out the radar now. This is showing us some pretty good rain sitting off just west of southwest coast here in Florida. Also, looking at a few isolated showers kind of rotating into Highlands County. So locations south of Sebring, looking at a few isolated showers, but mainly dry start across most of west central Florida. Temperatures ranging from the low 70s inland to the upper 70s here at the coast. So yeah, pretty seasonable start to your Friday as we head into the weekend. Of course, we will be dealing with a few changes around, but here's a forecast for today. Looking at a little sunshine, more afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Now for a look at traffic, here's Meredith.
Thanks, Jeremy. Oh, free food.
My kids go down there every year usually, dressed up for free food.
You know, and Dan Schaefer is shameless when it comes to free food. You know,
what are you doing?
He talks about the kids going down there every year dressed up. But you know what? We also have it on good authority that Daniel Schaefer also puts on a cow costume every year. Check him out.
Yeah, there it is.
I tell you.
And I always go down there with my hair and makeup in place, too. I never step out
that
without.
That is utter embarrassment.
It is, isn't it?
You look cute, though.
You guys.
I know, it is moving to
but
see
who
you
got the free food, huh? Let's keep that in mind.
That's okay. Can I borrow the costume later? I'm a sucker for Chick-fil-A. Poor Jeremy. He's like, what have I gotten myself
I'm just listening to the D&D show, right? Dia and Dan.
Welcome to the mornings.
Thank you.
I know. All right, let's talk about our forecast.
All right, pretty dry. No fog this morning. That's good news. But we do have the showers and storms this afternoon. Typical summertime for Tampa Bay. And so here's a look at the latest radar picture. This is Tighten Up radar, and we're noticing most of the activity actually offshore this morning. We have an area of low pressure that's kind of spinning just off the coast here, kind of heading away from the coastline. So rain-free for the most part, although we could see a few isolated showers. We're actually tracking a couple of isolated showers a little further inland, just south of Lake Placid. So some of these might try to work their way in across west central Florida later on today. But overall, we are staying in a wet pattern today. We'll dry out just a little bit over the weekend. But still, it is summertime, and we do expect those summertime showers and storms to fire up along that sea breeze. Temperatures area-wide, generally in the low to mid-70s, upper 70s here along the coast. And so conditions not all that unusual for this time of the year. So looking at least mostly clear skies. Here's a quick look at your 24-hour forecast. 8:30, there's a couple of showers again rotating into the area, so wouldn't be surprised to see one or two stray showers. By noontime, fairly dry, and then by 5, 6 o'clock, look what happens. Gets a little active here along that sea breeze, and so look for more scattered showers and thunderstorms here this afternoon, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Most of the activity will wind down here, and we're looking at a few afternoon storms ahead here for your weekend. About 91 degrees Saturday as well as Sunday. In terms of your 7-day forecast, again, we're talking about very similar conditions over the next couple of days.
Time now for a check on traffic. Here's Jeremy Eisensoff now with a look at what we can expect today. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning, Dia. No fog here this morning. That's good news, but we have the showers and storms sitting offshore. What that tells us is the atmosphere is plenty juicy, lots of moisture there. And once that afternoon sea breeze gets kicking up here, we're going to see lots of showers and storms, mainly along the coast here by the afternoon and into the evening. But for now, there's all the scattered showers. Also, one or two isolated showers just south and west of Sebring. But in terms of your forecast this morning, we're looking at some sunshine, temperatures in the mid-70s. By noontime, a few showers around. Scattered storms by this afternoon, upper 80s near 90 degrees. We'll see a few showers and storms lingering as we head into the evening. In terms of your morning commute, here's Meredith with the latest.
Thanks, Jeremy.
That is Tampa Bay's most accurate forecast. Here's Jeremy Eisensoff.
The skywatchers are also on alert for dark clouds and thunderstorms again this afternoon.
Indeed, if you have storm shield, you'll be prepared when you're out shopping this afternoon. You can track the rain on this, iPad, iPod, iPhone, and it's a great app. So make sure you have it.
Are you getting on to me? I told them I got trapped in a Sam's the other day, and I called our desk to say how long is the storm going to take because I had to pick up my kids. And Dustin Chase, our assignment editor, said, "Well, Dia, if you had the storm shield, you would be able to track the storm." And
you gotta be prepared.
My bad. You got me.
You get watches, warnings. Great app.
It's fantastic.
All right. Well, this is one of those mornings. We're not having any rain right now, but certainly by this afternoon, we will be tracking some showers and thunderstorms. Right now, here's a look at Tighten Doppler radar and noticing quite a bit of activity south of Fort Myers, southwest off the coastline, and also tracking a few isolated showers a little further inland. This is Highlands County, and just south of you in Lake Placid, these are kind of rotating from southeast to northwest. So Sebring, Lake Placid, a couple of passing showers. likely we'll see some of those moving into Polk County as well. So wouldn't be surprised to see an isolated passing shower here this morning, but otherwise most of you watching will be high and dry this morning. Now looking at temperatures, 78 degrees in Clearwater, 79 St. Petersburg, 77 there in Tampa. Other inland locations, we're talking about Lutz at about 73, so many inland areas running in the lower to middle 70s. Fairly seasonable morning. Fortunately, no fog, so visibility is looking pretty good out there for your Friday morning commute, and so not expecting any major problems this morning. Here's your 24-hour forecast. We'll notice a little bit of moisture coming into the area. This is about 9 o'clock, so look for a possible shower passing through. Otherwise, by that lunch hour today, pretty quiet. It looks like by this afternoon, once we get some daytime heating, that west coast sea breeze developing, that's what's going to trigger those showers and storms scattered up and down the west coast here of Florida, so west central Florida, the Tampa Bay area, looking at some pretty good chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Main threat again is going to be heavy downpours. In fact, once these storms develop, there are going to be very little movement in these storms, so they're going to put down a lot of rain in a very short period of time. 90 degrees will be your high today. Mainly afternoon showers and storms offshore. Water temperature at about 86 degrees. Southeast winds at about 5 knots. They will be turning onshore today. And our sunrise coming up here a little bit, 6:43 this morning. Sunset at about 8:29. And there's your weekend. Slightly drier Saturday and Sunday, not as much cloud cover, so we'll see a lot more morning sunshine, but of course our typical weekend here in the Tampa Bay area with scattered showers and storms during the afternoon. It looks like that trend will continue into next week. Nothing unusual. Highs in the low 90s, lows in the 70s. How is your traffic commute?
We'll have those stories and more coming up in just a moment, but first here's meteorologist Jeremy Eisensoff with a look at your Friday forecast. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning, Dia. I hope your day's off to a good start here. We're talking about mainly clear skies, a couple of showers out there. The air's still pretty juicy, so lots of moisture in the atmosphere. We're talking about some more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Let's go and check out Titan Doppler radar, and we'll notice that most of the activity offshore. 1 or 2 stray showers, though, actually rotating back into parts of west central Florida this morning. There's Highlands County, Lake Placid area, looking at just a few passing showers. Some of those will try to move into parts of Polk County this morning. So look for temperatures ranging from the low 70s inland to the upper 70s here across the Bay Area. Here's a quick look at your forecast this morning. A few clouds, a couple of isolated showers in the mid 70s, upper 80s with scattered storms this afternoon. We'll have more on your weekend, but it's time now for a little traffic.
We have an accident now. Here's Jeremy with your AccuWeather HD forecast.
All right, Meredith, looking at a fairly clear start here. A couple of showers that we're tracking out towards Sebring. Some of those will be rotating into parts of Polk County, perhaps later, a little bit later on today. The majority, though, of the rain is actually sitting offshore. We have a very weak area of low pressure. It's kind of spinning right about here, and that's helping to generate some of these showers, mainly out in the Gulf waters, but overall, a fairly quiet start this morning. Temperatures ranging in the upper 70s here in the Bay Area. Still some low 70s further inland we go, and you can see Lakeland at about 73, Arcadia at about 73 degrees as well. Here's your 24-hour forecast. There's a little bit of shower activity this morning. There's 9:30, so looking for the possibility of a few showers rotating into west central Florida by this afternoon, looking pretty good. As we stop the clock here this evening for your commute home, definitely going to see some scattered heavy downpours being activated by this sea breeze. So it will get a little wet here this afternoon, and those showers will linger into this evening through about 10 or 11 o'clock. We'll hit about 90 degrees today, so the rain is going to occur mainly for those mid to late afternoon hours. In terms of the weekend, though, looking pretty good. Fairly typical weekend here across the Tampa Bay area. 91 Saturday, 91 on Sunday, about a 40 to 50% chance of storms. Should see less clouds, a lot more sunshine developing here over the weekend. In terms of your 7-day forecast now, again, looking at low 90s through the weekend, and as we head into next week, very typical across for the next several days, about a 30 to 40% chance for those late afternoon showers and storms. Temperatures running in the low 90s. And of course, you can track the storms throughout the day, track your weekend forecast. It's always available to you on our website, abcactionnews.com.
15 minutes after 6 now. We'll be on the skies again this afternoon. Meteorologist Jeremy Eisensoff is here now with a look at our forecast and tell us when those storms might roll in again.
Pretty quiet right now this morning, obviously. Then as we head into the afternoon, make sure you have the rain gear. I would say 4, 5, 6 o'clock this afternoon, scattered downpours around the Tampa Bay area. So it's just going to be one of those days a little above average in terms of rain chances. But as we head into the weekend, I think we're going to kind of settle into more of a normal weather pattern. So whatever plans you might have, we're talking about a typical summertime pattern being enhanced a little bit by a very weak weak area of low pressure sitting offshore, and this very weak area of low pressure helping to generate some of the showers right now that are still mainly in the Gulf of Mexico. But we are tracking just a couple of isolated showers into Highlands County. There's Sebring, and some of these are going to be rotating. There's Fort Meade and Wauchula, so a couple of showers that are kind of rotating into west central Florida here this morning. So a very small chance for a shower. Right now 77 degrees here in Tampa, east to southeast winds very light, and St. Petersburg looking at 78 degrees and very similar conditions with winds mainly out of the south-southeast at about 11 miles per hour. So here's your forecast ahead now. A very small chance for an inland shower this morning. Otherwise, more scattered storms popping up along that sea breeze. Temperatures running in the upper 80s, near 90 degrees. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast coming up in just a few moments. It's time now for a traffic alert with Meredith.
Thank you, Jeremy.